YouTube, hopefully. Uh-oh. Can't see my YouTube. Oh, there we go. Hello, world, and welcome back to Bazgoth, the Crimson Blade. We are now on episode 61. I think we have been here for about 2 years with this journey in real life. Last we left off, we were in the cradle still, speaking with the primordial, a son of the first primordial storm god, but gave some knowledge as the beginning and the history of the primordials, but at the same time told a story that was a little bit maybe hard to grasp as well. The Bazgoth truly characters in imagination and a story somewhere that other entities are playing? Who knows? Very strange. And then there was a bit of decision as to if they were going to rest and move on forward, as they discovered that most of the devils would probably have been already destroyed at the location of Ashkavar's Cut, where they were intending to keep on heading. But of course, the primordial did mention that there were possibly a true name of the god, the great god, that first created the world, Solar, ancient Solar. And with that being said, that also that more than likely, probably reasons why they were in Ashkavar's Cut. And he mentioned that all this also was be under Ashkavar's Cut. Interesting there. But we're going to join the group, and they decided to go ahead and rest. And the elementals that were first going to try to attack them in an ambush are now the protectors. And we're going to actually start off with that, as I think we had Cub and maybe Sans, perhaps each trying to take a little bit to just talk to the primordial, who would have eventually made his way further away from the group, who is currently camping, and would be floating off into the distance, meditating, seemingly going back to a rest. For how long, who knows? Seems to sleep for billions of years sometimes. But yes, as everybody is resting, let's start with Cub. We'll go ahead, since you wanted to ask a question, I do believe. Oh, Cub?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. So we'll start with you, and yeah, you see that the old man is off into the distance, letting the party pretty much camp, being protected by the elementals here. But
Okay.
if you wanted to, and if you do wish to go and speak with him, he's off in the distance floating.
I'm probably going to just ask him one thing about me and self-wise. And because, like, now I know that I have this primordial darkness inside me, it's like, I kind of want to ask him, is there a way that I can just extract this darkness out of me and just let it to, like, not infect me anymore as it is?
As you're asking this question, he's floating, his feet off the ground again in a crisscross manner, hands resting on his knees. He opens one eye, looks at you, and says,
"Oh, yes, of course. You can always ask, Anam. I don't know, if he put it back into you, he might not be very, let's say, interested in removing it."
Okay, you want me to go ask my former master, the one who I served in the past, the
And
one
says,
that I plagued this land into going into chaos. You want me to go up to him and tell him, hey, yeah, so do you want me to just can you take this thing off of me?
Oh, no, not me. I don't want you to do anything, except for whatever you wish to do.
It was like, for primordial, not very, very helpful with things right now, but I appreciate all the knowledge that you shared.
Oh, of course, you are most welcome.
So besides me asking Fernand to remove this dark seed out of me, is there any alternative route?
he looks at you, thinks about it.
Alternative route. Oh, well, I mean, if Theron returns... Oh, yes, if Theron returns, you can have a little bit of help from her, I suspect. Theron was very good at removing such curses and diseases from the world.
So in other words, have to started training into the healing arts.
Oh, yes, healing arts. That's what Theron used to do when the goddess, the true aspect, was around. I suspect that little one there doesn't really understand, but you can try to eventually teach her. Yes.
I am teaching her.
Oh, well then, there you go.
Smiles at you, and then winks with one big bushy eyebrow above his eye.
It's like, all right then. I guess. Can I ask one more thing about this? Is there a way that you can let all your primordials, not attack me or so, or at least let them know that I come in peace? I'm not going to bring ruin to the lands again.
I said, oh, yes, of course. I will let at least my primordials know. That would be very bad if they tried to attack you. Since you are with this group trying to do things, at least from the dreams that I had.
And he, looks over and it's like,
like those right there protecting you now and your party. Yes.
and he, just smiles.
I don't think I'd be able to, let's say, speak to the rest, like siblings, primordials, and their elementals, but mine, yes.
And he, touches your forehead. He lifts a finger and touches your forehead, and then you feel a little warmth and kind of like a bit of electricity, but nothing that jolts you too bad. And it spreads through the rest of your body. It's like,
no, now you've been mocked. Oh, I haven't mocked someone in such a long time. Feels nice to finally use the powers.
Thank you. I appreciate whatever you did for me. Hopefully, will this help me out with the others, or your other kind, or your other kins, or brothers, siblings, and all that?
Probably not. But you can talk to them and tell them, hey, well, you can't talk to them. They're sleeping. See, probably not with the elemental gods and such. So many elementals in the world, and I don't know them all.
Okay. All right. Well.
But as far as storm elementals are concerned, you'll be safe. You can travel in mountains and clouds and fly and be free, my friend. Yes.
It's like, oh, I appreciate that. It's after that, I kind of like walk away, or I was like, I kind of like rejoin the group itself and just I'll start brewing another potion before I get my full.
All right. You can go ahead. You know how to roll for the potions and stuff, and I'll let you handle that rolls, so that way you can see if you make it for the night. And then I do believe Saz. I suspected you were wanting to also ask something. If you wish to, you wouldn't. Depending on where you're lingering, you could either move over to him, or at least you see that Cub has finished with his I guess conversation.
Yeah, Saz would try to walk over to him and look over at everyone else and then look back at the elder and say, could this one have a moment of your time in private?
And he looks with his bushy eyebrows, like lifting, and looks to the left and looks to the right, and it's like,
More private than this.
he kind of looks at you.
Yes.
And he starts walking. After he stops floating, puts his feet, stretching them out, and starts walking slowly like an old man. Kind of puts his hand behind his back. He doesn't have a cane or anything, but he just kind of like a hunchback kind of pose as he starts moving further away from the group.
How far shall we go? You know, these old feet are not as young as they used to be. If only I was 1 billion years old.
You would think one would need to make sure we are not heard.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
As far as you would think to make sure that we are not heard.
And he looks back and he's like,
Oh, well, yeah. In fact,
you see that some of the wind starts kind of blowing around. Everybody else sees like a wind kind of pick up. So like a little wind wall, but it's nothing that looks menacing or like it's going to move closer. And makes a little bit of whistling wind sounds.
Oh, there you go. Quite private. Ooh, so you have secrets. Oh, this is very dramatic. Oh, like watching some sort of, what do the mortals call it? Theater.
Saz is going to ignore the ramblings of an old man and take a moment and let the facade drop and grasp the amulet he's wearing on his neck and just look at him and go, you seem to know things that no one should know. This one currently faces a dilemma of sorts.
Oh, yes, dilemmas. It's part of life. Helps you grow. Ooh, what kind of dilemma do you have?
This group is made of less than honorable individuals, but there is no rhyme or reason to most of their actions. It is like trying to face a tornado with nothing but your bare hands. This one has tried to be a voice of reason, but it has not. It doesn't seem. The struggle is like dealing with children.
He looks at you.
This one believes you know.
He like looks at you and says,
Oh, yes, children. Yes. I remember when I had my first offspring. Giants everywhere. But they were always doing strange things. Some of them like to throw boulders at things for no reason.
and he's like,
But yes, I understand. Children. Yes. Well, technically, you were all children to me, but, maybe some more children than others.
This one wants to know. Do you know of the demons, the devils, the Separi? More than what you've told these ones?
Oh, yes. I know quite a bit, yes. What would you like to know?
This one was made an offer from a devil of high esteem, but also was considering an offer to a succubus. These individuals are troublesome, but they seem to have the betterment of this world backing them, as if a force is pushing them towards something. This one wants to know, is it worth it to continue to try and make sense of this madness?
Or should this one, and he'll show the amulet, or should this one break ties as he tugs on it
And give in to the voices that tell him this is a futile effort?
he'll look at you and he says,
Well, let me ask you, yes, which one do you think would be easier?
So, Saz has not had a chance to talk to anybody about this. Saz has been more or less keeping in his head score of how everything's been going, and there's this word that keeps reoccurring: monster, creature. And the more he's been with these people, the more he feels like all this was a mistake, and he'll look at the elemental and go,
To wash my hands of this, to be rid of them, to make the deal would be easier by far.
And says, well, now you have your answer. The easiest road is not always the correct one. That's what I found out for my first youth, in my first billion years. I think some bard was thinking, there's no easy way out. So always take the hard path.
But is it worth trusting everything to
and he'll try to gesture to where they were.
these ones and a succubus?
I don't know about the succubus. They're sort of devils and demons themselves, but who knows? Maybe they can change in nature. Though I've always had the, what do you say, idea that demons and devils were just, by nature, well, some chaotic and some evil.
He says,
But I suspect that in my dreams that I saw, yes, that most of their faces, if I remember correctly, were at least trying. I do believe that they made it this far. I have not seen mortals and, well, a few other, I think from the last blink of an eye was, what, over 400, maybe 500,000 years? Yeah, who knows? I'm going old. But if they are at least going to the path that's supposed to save the world, maybe they need some guidance. Maybe you can be that guiding light. Or at least some sort of strength of logic or thoughts.
Has this one ever hit their head against a wall?
Sorry, what did you say? I heard hit head
Has
against the
this
wall.
one ever hit their head against a wall?
Oh, you're asking
A large
him?
stone.
Yes.
He looks over and he's like,
No, well, no, there was that one time that my brother and I had a little bit of a disagreement. I did hit a stone mountain. But we, settled the disagreement. And he'll look over at you and says, I think what I'm trying to say is, anything that's worthwhile in the mortal world is good investment to surpass whatever obstacles and extremely hard situations and maybe confusing and maybe dealing with difficult people or confused people in order to achieve the end goal and be fulfilled in the end, to understand that you took the correct path. But again, the correct path is not an easy one. That's why it's correct, because things would try to stop you. If it wasn't correct, well then, they would just achieve everything pretty quickly. Yes?
Saz is gonna look the old man up and down, and he's gonna start worrying about if this was a waste of time, if he's talking to a senile old coot. And the frustration will start to bubble. And,
Since this one has met those things, he has been witness to them being the playthings of gods. He has been sacrificed as a deal to devils in exchange for some pathetic elf child. This one has literally been flung to the devils themselves and tricked them into believing that they were of some allegiance. And apparently making this deal was so believable to them. They tried to kill this one.
I don't want it to fall on you, okay?
This one had given them options and attempted plans to save them heartache and trouble and pain. And they spat in this one's face over and over and over again. You're saying that these ones should just keep beating their head against the wall, hoping that eventually they may see the light?
He says, no, I think you should be more, how did they say in the mortal world, active. Perhaps bring these worries up to the group. Since they apparently have already involved you, you should at least have some say, don't you think? Just what I'm saying is stop being a witness to what they're doing and start putting your voice in. What did they say about boots? Oh no, it's your foot, isn't it? Yes, put your foot down and try to.
Saz will look straight at him and go,
This one does not have feet.
he looks over at you and just like smiles like,
I'm thinking in the mortal world it's called figure of speech. But the main point is you should start to weigh in and actually start putting your voice in when they make decisions. As I've always found that the proper way to solve conflict is by good communication.
This one has found that the proper way to deal with conflict is to make sure they are the last one standing.
Well, change is also always hard.
he looks over at you one more time.
Let me ask you a question. Since I think I remember, the one that you were speaking about, you pointed to the elf, yes?
Yes.
Says, well, that elf has the essence of Theron. If you were listening, Theron, the goddess that stands opposite to the chaos and entropy of the world. Since I sense that powers are reawakened, I suspect that whatever deal was set with these devils and this anger that you have toward the group actually turned out to be very good, don't you think? Since now you have the possibility to stop the destruction of a world in which you live in. Because let's say that the world was destroyed, what matter is there aside from anything else that you might do?
Saz will take a second to look at the old man and go,
How old did this one say he was?
Oh, well, let me think. I think slept. This radiation of solar was what, 500,000 or maybe 6 billion years? Yes, somewhere around that range.
So, if this one was able to survive the end, what says that others cannot survive the end?
Good question. I suspect is the best question would be how would that be possible for the short-lived races such as yourself?
Saz would, for the first time during this conversation, let go of the amulet and just say,
Just a thought experiment. Food for thought.
Oh, yes. Everything's always good food for thought.
Kind of laughs.
Yes. Oh. Well, I gave you a little bit of, hopefully, answers to some of the questions. Are you satisfied?
No. One more thing.
Oh, yes,
The
of course.
girl.
Yes.
If she were to withdraw from this place again, what would be the outcome of this world?
If she were to withdraw from the world, who can know? Perhaps the world and the fate of the world would fall again into the chaos and entropy of the behemoth, since nothing is there to stand against it. Or maybe something else would rise up. You never know with the things of new worlds and such.
This has been enlightening. This one thanks you for your counsel.
Of course, of course.
I do not know how this wind barrier works. I'm going to wait until I can move.
Oh, yeah, he's going to, if the conversation is done, he would drop the barrier and he would just slowly start walking back to the spot that he was off in the distance and start floating again, seemingly going to sleep. Is Sauce going back to the group, or is he lingering about?
Saz would take a minute and look at the amulet and think about the last thing that he heard before he got it put on, and then he'd walk over to the rest of the group.
And as the rest of the group sees that Sauce finally returns from beyond the wind wall that was raised, we're going to turn it over to the group actually right now. And if there isn't anything particular that everybody's doing currently. Yes, I suspect, what was it that Narzak was cooking something up? Oh, yeah.
Yes, cooking still.
Cooking
Shall I roll the cooking skill?
Yeah, go
Was
ahead.
this-
DC is 10.
This is the next morning after our long rest? Is this one? Is that
Oh
what
no,
this
I
is
gave you the
happening?
long rest. I don't suspect anything else. We're still at the beginning. Everybody's still resting and such. I just seeing if anybody was going to do anything before we jump to the next morning. But yeah, we're presently still cooking
Well,
and
as all long
camp.
rest requires meals, so 27 and the DC is 10 to flavor it up.
All right. What are you cooking?
I'm mixing my spices that I picked up before the adventure and worm jerky and making it into a stew for everyone to consume that meaty, raw tastiness.
All right. So you
And my
have
endless water.
the aromas floating into the air then around here, and everybody starts smelling this wonderful aroma of stew that's
Stew.
lingering. And all right, as far as you are cooking that right now, we'll say that you're lingering there doing your cooking. And how about anybody else want to do anything before we jump to the next morning?
Is Grum already like asleep or so, or awake?
I don't think he'd be asleep, but he is sort of sitting off by himself, staring to the distance, drinking some wine. I mean, ever since his talk with the elemental, he's been a little out of it, as if deep in thought over what was said.
You should know, Josh, there is a little bit of an echo going on.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna see if I can fix that. One moment. Would that?
I think
be a little-
Grumthar's... Yeah, say it
The-
again, Josh.
Does that sound better?
I could hear it just a little in the background.
Gotcha. Okay, here I'll work on some more.
Yeah, so Grumthar's just settling in and making himself comfortable for this long rest.
Okay. And how about Tarnik? Would Tarnik be doing anything particularly?
Just quietly praying.
Okay. Cool.
I'll go up to Tarnik and I was like, guess you can't get rid of me that easily.
Is that any better?
Sorry, I'm choking. I swallowed my lolly too quick. I never said I wanted to get rid of you, cub. I just wanted you to be less you.
You just want to be less of me. That's still saying you want to get rid of me.
Is my echo better now? Or do you still hear it a bit?
I still hear it. I don't know. Anyone? Maybe it's not just me, is it?
No, you're definitely hearing it. I'm gonna work on it more. Thank you. We'll return in 3 to 5 business minutes.
Yeah, it's picking up a lot of static as well there, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got something near it. apologies to our viewers. Just like technical hiccups.
William, you still with us?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he's here.
He's probably just
Okay.
in the other end of the room.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom and be right back.
See what happens when I turn it on.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is the echo better now?
I can hear you, but barely. It's like a whisper.
I could lean in a little closer.
Ah, yes.
All right. How about me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna both use the my mic, so that way we only have one mic and we don't get that. I can turn up the gain on it a little bit.
Okay.
I think what y'all hearing is the probably the fan in the background, so I'm gonna try to face it away from the fan. The Missouri heat is no joke here. But all right, so, and I can I'll just use my manual mute for my mic when I need to. I'm sorry. So I know Cub and Tarnik, y'all had you were having a little bit of an exchange there.
Yeah. I was just basically like, I was like, guess you can't get rid of me that easily. And then I was like, it doesn't matter even if you want to lessen me. I'm still going to stay here with this group till the end if needed. And I'll still have your guys' back on this.
If you're going to stay with the group, be with the group. Don't be yourself. Be part of the group. That's all I ask of you. Don't run around trying to hurt other players or trip them up. Sorry, not players. Don't hurt Dave is what I'm saying. You know, be a good team player.
The fourth wall is happening.
I've always been a team player itself. Like, when you guys are not trying to do your stupid orcish antics.
Well, you know, you chose to travel with us. You knew what you were getting into.
Yep.
It's been a long time now, though. We've seen a lot of things together, you and I.
Yeah, and we've bickered a lot.
Yeah.
How is it that
bicker worse than this?
How is it that the two of us that bickers the most and always argue about every little thing somehow still make this group in a way, well, not even close to legendary, but at least make at least a proper name for itself here?
Indeed. This group is, what's that old saying? There's sum of the parts is greater than the parts or something. Greater than the whole? I don't know. Something like that anyway. It takes every part of this team to make it work the way it works.
Yeah.
And that includes Dave, unfortunately.
Makes sense. So.
I guess Gruntar's waiting. Shall we get moving?
I guess so.
I'm here when you guys are ready.
Still need to talk about one more thing with Grom. Need to kind of bury a little bit of a thing that we had a moment.
Yeah, just remember y'all are still in the camp, so once the RP is done, then we're gonna fast forward into the morning when everybody's done with the camp. So
Yeah.
but yeah, proceed.
So I guess after that little thing, I'll leave Tarnik to his thing and go up to Grom and try to talk to him while he's doing his silence itself. It's like I kind of go up to him. It's like, I don't know if you could use a little company about something.
I think you're muted.
Oh, it's muted on the. I think you're muted on the actual Discord, right?
Oh, I thought I was gonna use your mic.
Oh yeah, we're both using it. We just
Oh.
use the Discord to unmute and mute. That way we don't have to.
Is he still fixing the mic or so?
Well, if I unmute, I only unmute myself.
Okay.
So, but if I'm gonna use your mic, I think you have to unmute it on yours.
Oh, do I? Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Duh. There we go.
Yeah.
Hello, Cub. I'm sorry. What was that you said before?
I was like, you don't mind if I sit next to you, give you a little bit of company real quick for a moment?
Of course. He's gonna scoot over.
And I kind of sit next to him. I'm just like, so, look, kind of didn't want to.
If you press that mutes it and unmutes it. So when
I wanted to tell you that
that's muted.
I didn't know I had that thing inside me. I wanted to tell you more earlier, but we never had the moment to do it. We were just adventuring and everything, and and you guys try to off me, but I chose to sacrifice myself and all that, and yes, here I am, and still alive, and all that, and I'm sorry.
Very glad.
Holding back on it.
What was that, Cub?
I was like, I'm sorry for holding back on that.
It is okay. I am not sure that there's anything to be concerned about. After hearing what the elemental told us, I have different thoughts.
Don't worry, I'm with different thoughts too.
It would seem that
oh, go ahead.
it would seem that this elemental was speaking of, I don't know, us being controlled by other beings. All of a sudden, I struggle to see how you not telling me about that other thing is as important as it seemed. Right now, I am afraid. My mind, it dabbles in the madness of which he spoke. I am deep in thought over it.
Yeah. I'm also wrapped around my head about the fact that this is a curse effect that's lingering and it's not going to go away. And the only one that can truly get rid of it is Silent, or in her old form, I guess, Theorin.
I'm gonna make a check
But
real quick.
I'm afraid about teaching her in a way. I want to keep her and teach her more healing, but I'm also afraid that even though I've now gained my sanity and I have a little better control of myself, I still fear that I'll have that lingering darkness that'll plague me and might take over.
He's going to take a big drink of his wine, and then he's going to say,
Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it's for a reason. Earlier, I was thinking, why would Cub not tell me this? Is this like some kind of lead up to betrayal? Is Cub trying to hide things from me? But now, I do not fully understand the implications, but maybe it is possible that there is a good to this. Maybe there are forces that have more control over our world than I previously thought. Maybe you once served this dark being for another reason that will now help us. Maybe it will be a tool for us to use.
Who's to say? No, we'll see, I guess. But if any moments that you see me not doing my job as a healer, do me a favor. Tell Tarnik to kill me.
That
I don't
seems like some high maintenance stuff, Cub. I don't know. I don't know if
he kind of like side eyes you awkwardly. He's like,
I'll be honest, Cub. You're saying some pretty high maintenance stuff right now. I think we.
He kind of pats you on the shoulder.
I think you're doing just fine. Maybe just heal a little more sometimes when we're, getting beat up.
But he kind of, even as he says this, he seems almost a little absent-minded. Kind of like he's only devoting a fraction of his thought power to this conversation.
I was like, oh, I'll do my best. I'll do that my healing aspects itself. But I'll just say the one thing. I can't tell Tarnik that. I can't have the stomach to tell Tarnik to have him off me.
I do believe this would be a little counterproductive, offing ourselves and each other. Perhaps we should try to stay alive.
He's gonna kind of pat you on the shoulder.
I was like, no, I was like, I get it. I'm just saying, if for any reasons, this is just like a contingency plan. That if any reasons that I side under Anam or so, or let the seed take over me or so. I can believe at least Koenig would be the better suited to ending me. And I think you have the strongest voice to give him that command.
He's gonna kind of just take another big drink of wine, then offer you the wine if you want to drink it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And then he's gonna say,
I am sure that day will never come. Let's look forward to how to solve this double problem.
Yep. I think after finishing a good swig or so, I kind of give it back to him. It's like, yeah, let's handle that first.
and then he'll just pat you on the shoulder again and be like,
Yeah, good. Thank you, Cub. Thanks for talking to me. It's okay that you didn't tell me before. It's all good now.
At first, I didn't know any the better until I recovered my memories. But now that I have, just figured it was try doing it as soon as possible. But yeah, but glad we got it done.
and then Grom just seems to kind of, he just sits there drinking on his wine, and he's kind of just looking off into the distance.
As I get up and I kind of go back to my corner or so for a moment so I can get back into my potions or so. As I had left them brewing, left for the final step itself, I kind of stop and I look back and I stop or get up to go look and I turn around one more thing and I go, I'm not going to stop on trying to get rid of this curse on myself. But just in case, I may have to take Silent away from you for a while and get her up into her healing speed attributes.
Is he saying that to Grom?
Yes. Before I walk away towards my thing.
Yeah, he would see Grom just kind of staring off in the distance, and he's not even sure if Grom heard him, and he just says,
Oh yeah, that's fine, Cub. No problem. I'm sure you'll do it. Do good.
So after that, I kind of walk over to my brewing station and I just get back into my brewing or finishing up the one brew of my potion of greater healing.
Okay. All right.
And then yeah.
So go ahead and get you, if you don't have heroic inspiration, go ahead and get you a heroic inspiration for a good roleplay there. And for Grom, I'm actually going to have you do a note. Put a note for one card toward the what do you call it? For the player. Let's call it one card toward the player character. We'll call it the player character. I had it in my. Sorry, my mind just went blank. The player character scene. We'll just call it the player character scene for now. I had a different word, but that'll work for right now. I know what it means. And then we'll finish off with that. And one last scene that's going to happen is as Cub, you're doing this. The only movement you see is that Silent will actually go over and lay down to go to sleep next to Grom. And she just kind of curls up, kind of on the sides. I don't know how he's sitting, but she's going to walk over and curl up to the sides of Grom. And just kind of turn her back, put her back up to if his legs are there, kind of like against his legs, and then just fall asleep.
Yeah, Grom will just absentmindedly pat her on the head.
And with that, we shall move forward as Dave will actually kind of stand back in a little bit, and then Volsa just technically she just walks around, gives a side eye to Kaelin. She's also seems to be by herself, just quiet. She didn't, in fact, say too much during the conversation that was happening, and then eventually everybody finishes. If they have food from Narzag, it's very delicious and very flavorful, and whatever rest and drink and things that they do for the night, eventually it starts passing, and then morning starts finally peaking in here in a sense, but it doesn't seem like any change of light actually happened. It's just internal clock that everybody sort of feels that the time has passed, and everybody wakes up refreshed. And you see the old man just lingering in the back. He's on his feet, looking at everybody. But once everybody's up, packed, and ready to go, he will approach the group, and he would smile and says,
"Oh, well, is everyone ready to go back to the world beyond my cradle? Back to the mountains?"
Grubfather looks to the left and right to assess the readiness of his team, and seeing that they all are ready, he looks back to Volsar and gives a nod to the entrance of Ashkavar's cut then.
and smiles.
"Oh, yes, Ashkavar's cut."
And then as soon as he says that, y'all all will wake up. It is morning. The cold air is outside. You hear the sound of wind. Depending on how everybody camps, if they're in tents usually, or just sleeping outside in bed rolls or whatnot, y'all start waking up into what feels like a long dream y'all had last night. It starts to blur. You feel that there is some sense of lingering memory that you all had talked to some old person. You sense that there was some sort of battle that maybe y'all had in this dream with some enormous elemental. But Grumthar, as you are waking up, the first thing you would notice is that there is an energy, a power radiating from your weapon, your axe. And you would see that it is indeed different. Though you do have some faint memory that this dream, some conversation that you had, and this dream, this being had awoken this axe. But it feels truly like a dream. You can't really piece together everything else. But the other thing that you and everybody else would notice, is very hard not to notice. You are all next to what seems like a bridge. You're all camped by a bridge. Not really sure how you got there, but you're on the one side, and then on the other side of the bridge, there is what looks like some sort of temple. The temple seems to be in ruins, but you can tell that it used to possibly be beautiful in white stone. And there now seems to be some sort of scorch marks. Even the snow itself, you see black and red, and possibly even burn marks from this distance. And I'm going to copy everyone. And I'm going to put y'all right here. That should change. Hopefully.
Working on it.
I see only darkness.
Okay, let me
So far, yeah.
paste everybody here because it's not going to show the entire.
There you go. And see through the windows.
Yeah, that should be normal. Uh-oh, yeah, my laptop is doing the same thing again. Dang it. Starting to freeze up. I don't know why I started doing that. Let me make sure that everything is still recording. I just want to make sure that it didn't stop.
Grom's next to Grumthar, and Grom probably sees this physical power level change in Grumthar, and Grumthar is trying to focus on the task at hand, but he is a bit distracted with Stormcaller or Stormgorge or this word. What he knew of his axe is somehow changed. This weapon he uses, he referred to as Stormgorge, is changed. Stormgorge. Grom, do you believe in the visions you have while you close your eyes and you take your rest? Something has awakened. And the energy around me, the air around me crackles with some tangible power that I feel this power and I don't fully understand it. I trust it will serve me well.
Grom is gonna listen to Grumthar, and he's gonna say,
I am not entirely sure that I know exactly what I believe anymore. But I will say this.
he's gonna kind of just put a hand on Grumthar's shoulder and say,
I believe you are a good leader. And wherever you tell us to go, wherever you order us to travel or fight, I will be there with you.
And I'll return my other hand to his other shoulder. I appreciate that. And I look to the gate up before us. I say, we might be tested sooner than we. Well, I guess we should just push forward. I step to the gate, test it.
The gate itself, don't mind the actual literal picture here, but the gate itself is pretty much destroyed. So you can actually walk right in. It is quite open. And even the doors and that you see into the, well, it should be, even into the temple are actually broken in and opened themselves. Yeah, there we go. And
I look behind. Grumthar looks behind him just to see that his team is falling in behind him.
So you are looking behind. Volsa is actually getting her bearings. She's kind of looking around. She looks confused. The only thing she says is like, "What the fuck was that? This place is giving me strange dreams. Why don't we?" It has never mind. And she just starts following. I just need to get back out of these cursed fucking mountains. She just follows behind Grumthar, and the Silent will run behind Grom, actually. Oh, I forgot. Who were you playing? Silent or Kalen?
oh, either one.
You want to take over, Kalen? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll let you, since she's your bodyguard now for sure.
Heck yeah.
And then, but Dave is actually going to follow behind and waiting for Grom. And he's like, walks over and says, "Don't worry, Grom. I'm more sharp now. I had a weird dream last night. I don't know what that was, but how did we get here?" He kind of looks around. I don't think weren't we in a flat land? Wait a minute, didn't you disappear? Yeah, I'm having a. Oh no, sorry. I'm don't mind me. I'm just.
Grom is gonna say, "I think this is an elemental thing."
Oh, okay. All right, boss. Wherever you go, I'm going. You have my axe.
He's going to get his crossbow out and kind of like cock it. And then he's going to actually say to both Kalen and Dave, he's going to be like,
"Don't let anything get to me."
Oh, you got it, boss. As long as I stand, nothing is getting through my axe.
William, what do we see?
So the first gate that you pass through is an actual, just the outside wall. The outside gate's made of blackish stone. The actual temple walls themselves are made of white stone, but they've been almost like burnt on. You see symbols of strange types of symbols, maybe almost similar. Since y'all were in the hills, similar to what y'all would have seen particular symbols in the 9 Hells where y'all were walking. Grom for sure would notice some of these symbols. Some of them, just because he doesn't really need to roll for this. He's been studying this for a while. He would notice that these symbols are for desecration. They're desecrated and cursing and anything that goes against the idea of the divine powers of gods that stand completely in the idea of the 9 Hells or the devils themselves and such.
So is it? I think I heard you say this was a temple. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So is this Ashkavar's cut? Do we believe this is Ashkavar's cut, or is this something else?
Oh well, Kaylin for sure. Kaylin would say yes that this is Ashkavar's cut. She would say, "Oh yes, this is Ashkavar's cut, but it's destroyed. It's desecrated." And that's what she would say.
I would turn to. I forgot. Is it the roguish girl, right?
Oh, Volsa?
Volsa, and ask, perhaps you could scout around the building and see what you could see within, and see what is around. If this temple has any defenses that we should know about.
So also, from what y'all see currently is that you actually can see the light that's shooting into the windows. So whatever y'all see inside is actually what you're seeing. If you want to make a little bit more discerning view, you can actually, anybody who's looking and actually looking inside can roll me a perception check. Because the windows and doors are open, as I said, so you're actually able to see inside. It's mostly it's going to go around the building as you ask this. So she's going around. Holy cow! That's a nice roll up there. Tarnik today is very perceptive. 12.
So do I actually see these snake people?
You do see the people. You see bodies. Grom might be a little, still a little out of it. Maybe he sees it. He's not really paying attention. He's like, oh, there's something in there. Everybody else that rolled anything above like a 10 and such, they're hard to miss. You do see bodies, and is Saws moving with the group, or what is Saws doing?
Saz would be looking around, but he would also be moving with the group. It's just it's doing that black screen thing again, so I don't know where he actually
Oh,
is.
it's doing it for you. Let me see.
There he is. Just moved.
Let me see. Why is it doing that? If
Zaz, Zaz just moved a lot. I don't know how.
That wasn't me. I saw it, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that on you because your dynamic is on. It's all right. Once y'all see that, it's pretty much okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the dynamic, so maybe it'll not freeze my map either. I think the dynamic light is killing my laptop. We don't really need it in this one because of the path you just finished. All right, let's see here. Oh gosh, I can't even
So
click
we
the button.
should prepare for combat.
There we go. Yeah. This is what y'all would see basically, because I mean, this lit inside. You'd be able to see. Sauce, if you are, can you see the map now?
Yep. I see
all
it.
these.
Yeah, if y'all looked inside the window, anybody who's looking inside and through those open doors, that's what y'all would see. But as I said before, when y'all look at them, their bodies, you do see like maybe lingering ichor on the floor as well. Outside in the snow, some maybe blackish ichor that's already almost dissipated and seeped into the snow itself. And inside, you see, and Sauce, you would notice this, you would see the Serpari, but they're not alive. They're bodies. Just bodies on the floor. And some ichor here and there spread out. As y'all linger closer, you would notice that all this also seems to be where magic was also used. Explosions, maybe from fireballs, maybe lightning. You can see trails of what would seem like lightning etched into the snow. And this would give you the sense that indeed there was some sort of battle here.
DM, can we see this? Why isn't it pinging?
Sorry, can you ping that again? Oh, you said why isn't it? Yes. Yes. You do see it. In fact, yes.
That's dead?
That is dead currently. Well, currently.
Good call.
It's dead.
Yeah, good answer. A question. So I don't know who's carrying it. I don't know if it's Cub or who has our compass.
I thought it was Tarnik.
Tarnik. What is
Could
our
be wrong.
compass? Is it leading us here? What is the compass?
I
doing?
thought you had it, but okay.
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. I'll play it as me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these Sapari in there, they're all dead bodies.
Yes. Yes.
Do I see anything alive?
Roll me a perception. And y'all do smell the stench if anybody gets near the doors. Y'all start. Inside is pretty stinchy and
25.
Dead. 25. Rom, as you are seeing and really trying to look at these bodies, you can definitely see that they're dead. There's not a living thing in here. You see scratches in the walls. You see explosions of some sort of magic. You see the lit areas. You see the glowing, what, if I can click it. Oh. Laptop. Ping. If everybody can see this pinging here, this energy, this lightning that's happening, the only thing that you might see, just barely catch, is you could barely, maybe, you thought you saw like maybe a head or something that peeked out and then vanished into whatever that is right there. But you would notice that there is lots of runes encircling this place, this circle of metal and this lightning that kind of flashes everywhere. This is about as much as you can see from that distance.
Grom is going to turn to Saz, and he's going to look very... he's going to look very intense. His crossbow is up at his shoulder, and he's just going to be like,
Saz, why would all these Sapari be dead?
This one would assume it's because their intelligence is at a similar level to yours.
he's just going to kind of side-eye you. And then he's going to be like,
Well, assume I'm a moron. Give me the answer.
They made a deal that they did not know the outcome of.
Grom's going to nod, and he's going to say,
Anything we should know before we go in there?
Bazgoth, the forward.
Based entirely off of the way this looks and the fact that there's massive magical energy over there, Saz is going to look at Grom and just be like,
There is an entire battalion of dead Supari. What do you think?
Grom's going to nod. And then he's going to start moving forward. He's going to go through the gates up to kind of where Grumthar is. Is there a door?
Let's wait.
Yeah, those two
Let's
doors.
wait for Volza.
Yeah.
Grom, wait. We have Volza doing reconnaissance. Let's wait for her to come back.
Yes. If Volsa comes back, she looks over at Grom. She says, "There's absolutely nothing on the sides and around the building here except for more bodies." And she looks over. She's kind of looking through the windows. She scoped out the place, looked through windows, and says, "Lots of Sapari inside. Seems that there was some other, perhaps, creatures from the hells, because there was a lot of ichor, strange liquid that they left behind." And she says, "This sort of from the windows that are closed," and she points over to the lightning over there. Says, "Thing over there seems like some hole that leads down. Aside from that, nothing. No living creatures ourselves."
Narzag, Tarnik called for you. Step forward, please. Oh, there you are.
Okay, I would like to cast a spell.
Oh,
Me,
whoa,
my
whoa,
bear.
whoa, 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 whoa! What did Tarnik want of you first?
Well, I was
Well,
planning this for.
Well, I was going to ask him to see if it felt like traps were ahead.
Oh, so I've actually get to use skills. Cool. DM, I am proficient in thieves' tools. So what is that? What do you roll for that?
You for thieves' tools. Well, usually I think
Yes.
what does thieves' tools go off of? Let me see.
The sleight of hand.
It's just sleight of hand. So whatever would be for the sleight of hand, whatever ability score is, and gives you the proficiency on, you're just going to double that. So just double whatever the base is for your. Or what is it? When it's not double, is it? For
So
proficiency?
at the
Plus
moment, it would be
proficiency
+4.
Okay, yeah.
So it'd be an extra +4 on whatever
Yeah, plus 4.
you're
I'm thinking
you're
about
doing.
Expert.
Okay.
Or Proficiency.
Grom, my bear, and me, Longstrider, upcasted to level 3. So 3 people can have 10 extra feet. This lasts an hour.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Heck yeah.
And
Now check
then
these doors.
I will do thieves' tools.
You're gonna check the doors for traps. That's what you're doing. Nah.
I rolled a natural 1, and I lucky that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot. You kept your tools in your other. Oh my god. Did you leave your
And
tools
that
back
one-
at the camp?
Last campaign I rolled a nat 1 on wisdom save, so
So
Yeah,
you're
I'll-
telling us
I'll
it's
use the-
absolutely safe.
I'll use the shared insight.
oh, I was going to use my
Yeah.
other thing.
A 1, another 1, and a 2.
Oh god.
What the heck? It's absolutely.
At least you-
Just kidding.
And add a +4 to that, that's 24.
Nice. There you go. That's a little
Okay.
better.
So,
A 1 and a 2.
so Narzag, I'm just gonna ask you what are you specifically, or where are you checking? What are you checking first? Just walk me through your process right now.
I did not mean to move shift. I was trying to click on my token. I'm checking this door. I'm checking the creaks of the door, the hinges. I'm checking the linings where some tracks go through like trip wires, or above hand like maybe a solid rock would fall onto you, or an open spike track might like a.
Grum's backing up.
Is everybody backing up? Well, in that case, you find where you're currently. Well, you're searching the doors, and there is absolutely nothing. Yeah, everything is, with that roll, pretty darn safe. There is no traps.
Unless the stuff is invisible. I see no visible traps.
Yeah.
I have my bear step on that spot.
Nothing happens. He steps in that spot.
Enough of this then. We will proceed. And I enter.
Barnack just drives through, confident in Narzak's abilities.
Yes, you'll enter. Now you can definitely see the more details. Yes, some of these bodies, they're dead. You can smell the stench, so maybe they've been dead for enough to where they're starting to bloat. And you also notice that none of them seem to be dead from any sort of slashing or piercing. Seem to have crushed skulls, maybe thrown against walls. Some of them have broken-looking arms and such. Maybe the only thing that you see that the blood is coming out of is either the mouth or broken bone that's sticking out from flesh. But aside from that, it's just a very horrible stench. And yes, they've been here for some time. Some of the liquid is finally spilling out from the dead bodies, and that's what a lot of the stench is coming from, leaking out and just kind of pooling around the bodies and in the floor. So aside from that, nothing else.
Barnack says, "Give me a minute." And he'll collect some of the goo and the bones, and crush some of the bone into dust, and he'll walk around these two corpses next to him, chanting, and he's casting Animate Dead at 4th level.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we can animate these two.
I will hold my resistance because my favorite enemy is undead.
Oh god.
I will try to not attack it.
Oh my lord. All right.
Grumthor wants to ask Grom if he has the ability to detect magic.
Let me check.
Where is that? I'm gonna change this to Tarnic.
Grom is going to say,
Unfortunately, I do not.
Very well then. It takes no special ability to see that this, whatever this is this the portal? I looked at Kayla, I don't know. Is this the portal we've been looking for? We must disrupt.
If you ask that to Kayla, Kayla will say, yeah, that was a teleportation gate. It seems completely, well, cursed now. So whatever this is, I don't think she knows. Yeah, she wouldn't know what the symbols are. But she might also, if anybody's getting close to it, y'all would notice that it is a teleportation circle in a sense, but the actual ground beneath it is completely destroyed, and there's like almost like little flares kind of picking up upon it, but the statue where the statue is the only thing that's kind of floating right there. Everything else under it seems to have been like bored down, and as if something has just completely destroyed some sort of seal that possibly was not part of the teleportation circle in a sense, but was the seal broken, you would see that there is indeed a cave or cavern of sorts that has been created and goes down further into the levels of the underground of Ashkavar's cut.
Grumthor calls forward Silent. Silent, does this mean anything to you?
Silent moves forward. Where is Silent? But she looks over and kind of tilts her head, pivots her head around, looking at the area. She looks at the portal or the teleportation circle, and she looks over at Grandfather and she's like, no, this doesn't, I've never seen this place. I'm sorry.
Grom is
Stop.
going to do something. Grom can speak with dead.
Oh shit. Okay.
We have this snake creature of multiple heads, but there's also a female. I think it's a female up here. Seems quite different than the rest.
Yeah.
Which one?
This
Here?
one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grum's
the one that Saz is standing next to. Saz, you would know what that is, right there.
Yeah, that's why Saz has been sitting here fixated on this.
Does it look like a female to Grom?
The closest, maybe. It could go either way. It could go either way.
Okay. Now, one thing is, Grom, he'll just keep telling Dave and Kayla and be like,
Stay with me. Stay close.
and then
Dave is like, oh yeah, you got my axe. And he has his axe, he's like gripping it and kind of nervously, and she's looking at all, and he's like, he seems to almost be changing color for some reason. It seems like he's trying to hold his breath together for some reason too. He's just like, he's like, maybe he puts a hand over his mouth and nose, and as soon as he walks up closer to Grom, he kind of just pukes all over the floor.
Grom doesn't really pay attention. He's gonna lean down to this person and reach down with a hand and touch their face and cast Speak with Dead at 3rd level.
Oh, Speak with Dead, and if I remember correctly, that's the one where you can.
It gives you 5 questions.
Yeah, 5 questions. And as you cast this, is there anything that looks? Can we see anything? Is it just an invisible magic and it's just a touch, or is there any sort of flair to it?
I feel like as he does this, you kind of see his eyes glow a bit red and they spiral a bit. Like he has this like spiral patterns in his eyes, just a little bit.
That's if anybody's noticing these, you see Grom and him touching the body of this creature, and as this is happening, it feels a little the skin is hard, but the stench is even more terrible. But Grom is pretty used to this since he was visiting the Hells for a while. And suddenly the clicking of the jaw starts happening, like, and suddenly it starts moving, clicking around, and only the head seems to be the one that just kind of moves, like just slowly crunches over to the side. And it just finally has some sort of awareness in its eyes, and it just locks on Grom.
Grom's gonna ask it, first of all,
What happened here?
And it looks over and it says,
Elementals. Ambush. Destroyed.
and then
Devils. Weak.
Grom is going to turn to Grumthar, as if to see if Grumthar has any questions he'd like him to ask.
Speaking to Grom, ambushed, and has this portal been shut down then?
Oh, asking if the portal's been shut down.
Yeah.
Grom is gonna look down at the creature and say,
Has this portal been shut down?
the creature, you see the dead face once again, and its dead eyes gain a little awareness, lock on to Grom once more, and his jaw starts clicking again, and it's like,
Elementals. Destroyed. Entrance. Opened.
Grom's gonna look back around at the others, as if to see if anyone else has any suggestions for questions.
Can we get that in plain language? I don't know that I really caught what you said there, William.
oh yeah, the creature just said portal destroyed, elementals, and then also entrance opened.
Entrance open. Portal destroyed, entrance opened.
What's downstairs?
Where's it downstairs?
There seems to be stairway, a circular stairway to the north and south. I think that's what those are.
Oh.
It's supposed to be kind of all around, but you're talking about these right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, those would be stairways. Those are not going. Well, technically they're inside the little rooms, but they're technically not going up. They're going down. So yeah.
Grum is going to turn to Saz to see if Saz has any questions he'd like him to ask, or if he thinks he should ask.
Do you actually talk to them, or do you just look at them?
He's gonna say,
Saz, do you have any suggestions for questions to ask this creature?
So you see Sauce fixated on... he looks to be fixated on the large, multi-headed creature.
Saz will pull himself out of this. Try going up to the face of the multi-headed creature and see, are there any fangs left?
Yeah, they're still there.
Saz will look over at Grom, distracted, and
Ask if anyone got away. Devils. Separi. If anyone else was here.
and Saz will try and pull as many fangs as he can, the important ones, out of the heads.
Okay. Well, Grom, you're doing that. Go ahead, Sauce, and roll me a D10, and just let me know what you rolled. But yeah, Grom.
Grom's gonna lead down and say,
"Did anyone, including devils or Sapari, get away?"
And once more, it clicks its jaw, looks at you, and says, "No." Big fat no.
Okay, so that's been 3 questions. We get 2 more. Does anyone have any ideas? Grumthar, did you have another idea? We were talking about that opening. Like maybe Grum could ask about that. Like, what do you mean above table? I have a feeling that what's being referenced is that glowing hole in the in the next room over, but Grum doesn't see that yet because it's kind of like a portal to hell.
The one that I believe, Grumtha, you were referencing the one with the one with the statue here, where I'm thinking, right?
Yeah. That's the portal. That's what I assumed was the portal.
Yeah. That's the one that I explained. Yeah. So, because Grom and anybody else who's closer now, you would have the perspective to see that there is indeed also, like I said, there was a shattering of the ground right there, possibly what has now ruined the portal. Or it could still be working, but what you do see physically is this cavern. It's a cavern that there is almost like a earth-like or stone-like stairs that swirl and all the way down. They pretty much just spiral down. It is not complete stairs, but it's more like a hesitantly made explosion that opened this up. And the cavern goes down, 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 far beyond anybody's night vision into darkness. I'm telling you, it's pretty far down, whatever this is. And those stairs just seem so old, that even the stone has weathered and some of the edges are just rounded.
Grom is gonna lean down to the creature and he's gonna ask,
"What is the most likely immediate danger we shall face?"
That's an interesting question for body. Roll me a d100. Let me see what I can kind of see from those numbers. I gotta see if.
I rolled a 100.
You rolled 100. Oh damn! Okay.
Triple zeros.
Wow. All right. So, with that, Grom is a very lucky person. Apparently, this dead is the one that probably did its research. Still a dead body, though. It will say, the protectors of the scrolls of naming. And that's all it says. Protectors of the scrolls of naming would be the most dangerous, if that's what you asked, right? The most dangerous, yeah.
And then his final question would be,
Are those protectors allied with the Sapari, the devils, or the elementals?
Some nice questions. Oh wow. Okay, let's see here. The elementals. Let's see here. Ooh, excuse me. That would either lock onto you and say no. Just another big fat no.
Grom's gonna stand up as the spell ends.
He just creeps back into like completely hard body, except for whatever liquids are leaking out, and it's smells, rotten smell, just lingering in his nostrils.
Grom is gonna say,
So it sounds like down below this place, there are protectors of the scrolls of naming, whatever that is. And it sounds like they're not friends with anybody.
As Silent kind of walks over, it's looking at these two doors in the back. Kind of walks a little bit further ahead. But yeah, as Grom mentions that, let's go ahead and do like a 5-minute break. I'm gonna go to bio break, and yeah, y'all can decide what y'all want to do or ask or anything like that. I'm gonna mute this so the static can quiet down. And then we'll be back in about 5 minutes. So
That's good. All right.
Karnak was going to send one zombie down each of the stairwells there.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind when I get back, and then we'll continue from that. All right.
yeah, I'm gonna heat up a little more soup. Oh, you did? That's right. I actually need some charcuterie. I'm some soup for this. I'll be
That's
honest.
soda
I'm
bean.
so glad you like it.
I do like I don't want to do this.
That's not good. You asked that last question, and then you
I
added
realized I
the
hadn't hit my
elementals
third
in there. I
level
was like, oh, damn.
spell,
That was a good one.
and I'm still stuck. Should
Oh,
I go
this is
because I
them.
picked Faye and should he summon Faye? Water breathing? Or water walking?
Who's here with me?
I'm
Anyone?
here in the game.
Yeah.
So, our mission was to come and shut this portal down, right? Wasn't that our mission?
Yeah.
That's what I was checking.
I thought we were supposed to place something inside the portal or some kind of item of the crew.
We were, yes. He
Gibbs.
said what's her face? The succubus wanted us to attune something as well. Something with the compass.
Yeah.
So we're saying, Waz, you have the compass, right? So I think that might be our next thing to check. That, and also I don't know if Cub you're with us, but I'll be asking, what your take is on it.
I'm here. On what? The compass thing or the way to shut down the portal?
The portal seems. They told us it was closed but open. Is that what I heard? But
Yes.
the portal was shut down, but there was an opening or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just suggesting maybe we should just drop the item, attune it to the item, and see what happens. If Crimby says we'll still done the job, and if it backfires on her, it's not our fault.
Attune the compass to it? Is that what you're saying, Ed?
Yeah. I don't know what object had to be attuned. I just know there was an object.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was two things we needed to do here. One of them was attune to there. The other was just to carry the compass in there, and it would record things like our voices or something.
So we got the compass.
But I can't see what the other. I can't see what the other item is. So.
This is bad. I don't remember the other.
And the only reason I remembered that is because I wrote it down, even though it wasn't part of my story. I hoped it would be important in future or something.
All right, so I don't know if this is bad form, but in his notes, Worlds of Air, the Artifice Compass, a device that passively attunes the moral character of those who carry it. Where was I just reading?
Crimby has a lot of cool magical toys.
Jeez, that thing is just not afraid. Is
A
it?
lot.
Like kill me,
One of my
daddy.
characters was worshiping her, and now I'm playing a character who hates her. Kind of feel odd about it.
Not that bad. So we basically need to figure out if this can we still make use of this teleportation, or can we shut it down?
It's already shut down, technically. But I'm not playing a magic person, so I can't make the right rolls to determine that. According to the DM's description.
So Crimvia wants us to destroy the portal.
And attune it to some kind of object.
Yeah,
In
that
exchange for
was
destroying the portal items,
that's-
the party needs a device that will reverse the teleportation circle's corruption, correct sigils to realign it, and the teleportation scrolls. Once the temple is clear, she will coordinate with the city guards and queen to have it guarded permanently. Once this portal falls, Anam will know who is responsible. Well, it wasn't us.
The elements against him.
All right.
So,
let's see here.
Let's use the compass. Says
Yeah,
compass.
so
All right.
before heading to the cut, the party must return to Mechadug to collect the compass. The compass passively attunes the group moral character and then return it, including keys and tools to more effectively dismantle corrupted portals and nodes.
part of the reward.
Yeah, that was those are the notes that y'all got from the guild leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were trying to remember, William. We knew we had to do something with the compass here, but we were trying to remember if there was another artifact or something that we needed.
From everything that y'all heard, there was no other mention of artifacts or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all were just there was two different things that y'all were supposed to do. One from Crinvia that she wanted to do, and then the other one was from the
Yes,
Mecha
that's
that
what it was.
Yeah, they had two different.
I got them mixed up.
Yeah, both of them still considered it dangerous. They just wanted to solve the problem with the portal, but each one of them
was the
had a different
prismatic
way.
thing, right?
Do what now?
Crinvia was the prismatic thing, right? It was the portal in the forest or something.
Well, no, that one was that prismatic forest is another path, but it's not anything to do with Ashkavar's cut. The one that's the prismatic forest is the one that deals more with the the ley lines and stuff, and like the first node. I think it was Crinvia. It's been a while. I think it was Crinvia who.
Yeah, that was Crinvia who gave that to us, right?
Yeah. So that's like so basically once this was done, she wanted this solved first. Mecha Doug wanted this solved first because Ashkavar's cut has that's bringing back the notes and how she described it. It has the underground caverns that actually can lead to the secret entrances below Valeria as well. So that was one thing. And with that would make it very easy and accessible to come in through the secret entrances into Valeria to try to bypass any of the protective walls mainly. So that was the hint that she was trying to give, at least for Crinvia and also Mecha Doug, but they each had a different way of handling where y'all at right now. But y'all arrived here and y'all see that the force that was going to stand against y'all has now been destroyed, according to how the primordial had told y'all anyway a while back when y'all were in that maybe dreamscape or whatever it was. But so the other thing was if you were able to align any runes that would be around the actual teleportation portal there and try to realign it, if you were able to destroy the entirety of the brigade here. So the way the teleportation portal works, though, is usually there's a floor and people stand right there on the floor in the center of it, and then they move along to whatever those glyphs are aligned to in another city. So if the glyphs, if you know the alignment, basically like knowing the key of one city and how their glyphs are aligned, you can teleport to that city, or vice versa in other cities or whatnot. So long as you have the keys to any city, you can teleport to any city you have the alignments for.
Or password.
Yeah, it's sort of, like a password. If you know the password to the to a city, you can use whatever teleportation circle there is out in the world to teleport to that city, basically.
Grom's gonna look over at Grumthar, and he's gonna say,
What's our next move?
And I look to Tarnik. Let's see what the compass does. Where we were supposed to...
Tonic's already standing in front of the portal with the compass out.
Okay.
He sent his zombies one each side to just scout out the stairwells.
Okay, can you position them where you sent them? And then if you're...
I already have.
Oh, okay, so right there.
Yeah. Yep. There and there. No, not that one. No. Down here.
There's one at the north and one
And
at the
there's
south.
two.
Okay. Let's we'll go with you. Are you looking at the compass right now?
I am, yes.
So as you're looking at the compass pretty much just points directly to the statue that is has all this lightning blasting from it, like these little arcs of lightning. So it points there, and aside from that, there's really nothing else that it's doing. And as far as the undead that you have raised, the stairs that you see pretty much lead down, but I don't know, are you able to see through them, or are you just waiting to see?
No. Yeah, setting them down to the death, maybe. But
okay.
Yeah, if they... Basically, I've told them go down to the bottom and come back up.
So, when they go to the bottom, a lot of the stuff that they would... well, you wouldn't see anything. They just go to the bottom because they're just dead things. And
yeah.
So yeah, you just see them disappear into the stairwells all the way to the bottom from what you're, from what you can tell.
Yep.
But yes, and the compass is just pointing directly to the statue now, so you get the inkling that it's it was already, how I can't say programmed, but you get it above table programmed already to the destination that y'all are at right now. And then oh, did Grom move over there?
Yeah, Grom's gonna go try that door.
Oh, is he messing with the door right there, or?
Yeah, he's gonna reach up and try to open it.
No, the door opens easily. Nothing. It's not locked or anything. It seems very old, and everybody hears it squeak open actually, because it's more of a metal door.
He's gonna peek inside.
As you peek inside, you actually see another circle, but this circle, you see what looks to be, best to describe it is there's the same runes that you understand to be infernal runes, but then at the same time you see that there are also other runes that seem to be also protective runes, and it's just like these circles are glowing. You see like little lines, like almost like veins of magic, kind of encircling these other glyphs of maybe divine energy. But as you step inside, you immediately feel completely calm. You feel immediately completely rested. And ooh, 1 second here. Oh, let me make sure I get this right. Consulting notes, please continue to RP if y'all wish.
Yeah, Grom's just gonna slowly approach this thing and look at it.
Careful, Grom. No heroes.
And then Grom's gonna whisper to himself,
"Where's your entourage? Dave, Kalen, get with your benefactor."
Yeah, Dave and Kalen will move forward.
When Grom hears you, Grumthar, say, "No heroes," he'll kind of mumble to himself,
"I'm afraid that might be the actual truth."
Okay, so that is...
No, I know Grom, he used to have some infernal stuff going on.
It's the safe. safe approach there, looks like. So, with Grom in there, can I put it in there? I'm gonna do this. So when Grom enters, his mind completely feels at ease out of nowhere, and at the same time, you feel this complete warmth and comfort start just emanating into you as you see this light that's also being what seems that whatever this magic is, this evil infernal magic is trying to reach the golden light that's in the middle of this room within the circle here, this infernal magic and disease. But that disease seems to be being outweighed by whatever this golden light is, and then it starts to form. You see the formation of what seems to be like the outline of a female silhouette body, hair flowing everywhere. And then you feel yourself, if you were like, if there's any pains, if there's any worries and stresses, you feel them seeping away. They're like strangely being calmed. Everything is okay. Your body relaxes. You have, at this moment in time, at least in the present, even the worries of the conversation you had with the primordial starts to fall behind and starts to just bleed out away from your body and just leaving you this idea of comfort. As if their safety, whatever this light is. And finally, the light starts shimmering, moving, and you see this female start taking shape. And the light starts disappearing as it's almost an image that slowly is fading, or not fading, but coming and appearing. And it's black hair all over this female. She's extremely, well, if Grom is a minotaur, he can still tell that this female is human in appearance, but yet divine in presence. Can see the beauty of this female. And black hair pretty much just covering her. She doesn't wear anything except the black hair covers her. And she seems to be also holding some sort of staff. And she actually floats out of the ring there and floats over to Grom. And then pretty much lingers, if he lets her, all the way up to where she's about maybe 2 feet away, right in front of him. And she reaches out her hands and she says, "What champion has defied the odds to come? And I sense search to make right what was wrong." Very cryptic.
A little cryptic. Grom is just gonna ask, "Who are you?"
"My name is Elandra. I am the goddess of magic."
I think Grom is gonna kind of get down on one knee, kind of bow his head to her, and he's gonna say,
What else must be done here?
"My power is weak here. I do not have the energy of divinity. The blessings of the old gods have been defeated, eaten by the infernal chaos and disease." And she says, "Destroy all the glyphs of the infernal demons." No, she'll say devils. "The infernal devils." And then she says, The seal to the scrolls of naming. They cannot be allowed to remain so unguarded and opened. The seal has been destroyed. And that's all pretty much says.
Is he gonna? He's gonna ask. Is there anything we can do to fix the seal?
She says, there is no power upon Solar now that could fix this seal. But the scrolls still need to be guarded. You are a champion. I ask you to seek the scrolls, but it will not be easy. The Guardians do not recognize foe from friend. Move the scrolls. Find the goddess of knowledge and put the scrolls deep within her library. Only she has the power to protect them.
Okay, so now who was the name of this goddess? This goddess of magic?
This one was Elandra.
I'm just putting notes in the chat.
Yeah.
And
If you want to roll a religion check as well, to see, or history or religion, to see if Grom has ever heard of this goddess.
Let me see if I have any things for this. I think we're gonna go
Sorry.
religion. Honest. Let me go religion. A 12 or 13.
13? Okay. There's a lot of gods out there and within his travels. That's not too hard for the DC. Elandra is pretty well known. Elandra is actually the goddess of peace and magic. For most people that follow her, she's more of a beacon of peace than anything else. But she still knows that when peace must be achieved through war, she would not step back, or her followers. In fact, there's a holiday, Peace Day, on the month of Shoal of the 25th, but she's also the goddess of good magic, who stands opposite of Enkel, the god of evil magic, and the only other goddess is the god of neutral magic. But this one is the one who blesses any of the people, be it sorcerers, wizards, and any other people who practice in the ideas of magic, that do it and use it for good. With that role, it won't go into any more other things that he can remember in detail, but he would definitely know the highlights of who she is in that aspect.
Who is the name of the person we're supposed to bring the scrolls to?
The goddess of knowledge.
And then what was her name?
She didn't say the name. She just said the goddess of knowledge. Yeah.
Where can we find this goddess of knowledge?
Is that a bug table or?
I was just, I don't think that was mentioned in the sheet.
In a temple?
So Grom's gonna come out. Does she disappear after this?
She will float there unless if he just steps out. But yeah, that's all she says. Unless he does anything else, and then yeah, if you just step back, she probably will disappear.
I feel like Grom would walk out here and basically tell everyone what just happened. He'd be like,
I just saw a message.
and then he'll give them the whole thing. We gotta destroy the glyphs, gotta get the scrolls. He seemed to see Elandra. They need to get the scrolls, take them to the goddess of knowledge. There's a big issue with this. The seal is broken, so they're not protected. It's a very dangerous situation. So it seems as if maybe this was a bit of a mission update. Grom is mostly focusing this report toward you, Gromthar. You know, as the leader, he's kind of giving you a report on what we found.
A lot of questions, Grom. Where are these scrolls? Where's this goddess of knowledge. How do we destroy the seals?
You have Kaylin. If you want to roll if she's there, she should probably be listening to me. Can you roll me a religion on her with an advantage?
Hmm. 17.
17.
I think so. Let me double check. I can see it.
And that was the advantage?
Oh, no.
You only rolled once.
Yeah, I only rolled once. It's acting a little bit different. Okay, here we go. I cannot see what the guys are rolling.
Okay, nah, that was lower. So 17 is good enough. Kaylin would actually say if you mentioned the goddess of knowledge, she would actually say Nuwalia. The goddess Nuwalia. And she would mention also, it is said that she actually lingers in the mountains above Valeria, near where we are, but to try to find the path there is usually very impossible. It's only very select few, even maybe chosen by her or the Solars that follow her, who would grant some sort of ability to find the paths that lead to this Silver City. So in detail, also, she would go into detail, so I'm going to highlight this. Basically, above Polaria, there's said that the Silver City is somewhere deep within the mountains. It's very hard to get to because not a lot of the mortals are allowed there. Very specific ones are. During the battle when Polaria actually fell, a lot of the people who pretty much escaped Polaria ran to the Silver City, and those paths were actually opened so they could actually find it. But the goddess is the only goddess that is said her avatar actually lives in one of the towers. She's the actual only avatar usually people say that constantly is on Solar, and people could try to gain an audience with her. And she has she has the largest library in the world because she's constantly writing and taking down the history as is currently happening in the world of Solar. And she's one of the 3 cognitive gods. There's the goddess Noalia, there's the goddess Intelligentsia, and then there's the goddess Wisliana, representing knowledge, intelligence, and wisdom. And then, of course, the young sister, half-sister, Persephina, the goddess of Solar. And then the brother is Digenus, and Digenus is the one that's jealous of Persephina. So she would give you kind of a detail of all this, so everybody can know a little bit of history now on gods and such for those who were not of the human union or worshipped them.
It sounds like we need to take the scrolls to the Silver City.
I'm sorry. Did you get scrolls, Josh?
No, I think we got to find them. I think they're underground.
Oh, okay. Well, what scrolls are you talking about then? Where are we to find these scrolls?
I do not know, but I assume they're here. The scrolls of naming, and they're being protected. But it sounds like these protectors, they're gonna protect them anyway. We'll probably have to fight them. I don't know what that means. I don't know what they are. Maybe ghosts or spirits, monsters. But it sounds like we don't have a choice.
Did any of you see scrolls? I have not seen a scroll since I've been in here.
I think we have to search.
And you see Silent, if anybody wants to roll perception, since everybody's kind of doing their thing. I don't know, what is Cub? What is Cub doing?
More likely, I'm probably just kind of want to. I'll probably be with this area where I'm at is the teleportation.
Yeah, that's the teleportation area with the infernal glyphs right now. That's ruining it.
I'll try to study it a little bit more. Because Grom passes over the message about to destroy the glyphs, right?
Yeah. Well,
So
did Grom pass it? Yeah. Well, I think. Yeah, you would have known. Yeah, you've been with the group, so yeah, it's not necessarily to. Well, yeah, it's to destroy the glyphs. If Grom is passing this message on from the goddess, right? You said
Yeah,
you mentioned
Grom would have
everything.
told them everything.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah.
So I'm gonna study it. I'm gonna study the glyphs, and I'll do an Arcana check
Okay, go ahead.
with that. Before that, I'm gonna go ahead and do enhance ability of the fox, which improves my intelligence. So that gives me advantage.
Okay.
So that is I'm gonna go ahead and do an Arcana check. I'm gonna try to study it itself directly, decipher how I can trigger, or if there is a way to destroy them, or transfer it over to the compass without destroying it.
Okay. And did you say you already rolled, or what did you roll?
Or no, not yet. I'm about to.
Okay. Cool.
You did call for a perception check, correct?
I was gonna say, if everybody's doing their own thing, you can. If anybody wants to see if when Silence steps out.
I don't know why a medicine check got rolled into it. Ignore that one. But I think my I got a 23. Yeah, 23 Arcana.
23. So when you're studying these glyphs, you can sense, and use also, since you traveled for a little bit in the Nine Hells, with this, anybody who follows a divine entity, and sometimes divine entity can necessarily mean also, even if the gods are, in this aspect, meaning, like, even if Hexerium was around, he would be some sort of divine entity in a sense that is more about, not primordial, more toward a divine entity itself, not meaning divine entity being good or bad and such, but anybody who has the ability, worships a god or anything like that, that can heal. Basically, you can see that it takes some sort of divine energy. It's almost if you're healing. The stone itself is strange, but if you cast that divine energy to pretty much fight against the infernal energy, it will start destroying them, and it will start pretty much removing its essence from any particular part that it's attached to. But it also just depends on how many of those glyphs are, which right now you see that there's at least a couple dozen glyphs that circle the actual portal itself, the actual ring around it, aside from whatever is on the walls outside and inside and such.
I take a sip from my holy water flask.
I go ahead and so it would have to be a religion check, correct, to ask for that divine blessing or so to destroy it?
No, that's pretty much, if you rolled the Arcana and such, that's what you would know. So okay. Yeah. So technically, Cub would have, I think, even cantrips. Doesn't he? No, he wouldn't have cantrips. But whatever divine energy that usually heals would be able to destroy it. Even blessings and such would be able to destroy it.
So I will go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do a religion, and I'll kind of ask for Zothea to guide me a little bit, and I'm gonna do a mass cure wounds to to go for, since I know Mass Cure Wounds is, I can attach it up to, how many people? 6. I'm gonna try to go for those 6 glyphs.
Okay.
And actually start working on breaking it.
So for this, when you are doing that, all I need is a D20 roll, and you're gonna roll it against your I guess you were at religion, and then you can roll it with an advantage.
All right.
So I am assuming also that Cub is just doing all this in his head right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a 24.
Okay, so when you cast it, you actually can double it on that. And when doubles, instead of getting just 6 of the glyphs, it actually destroys a dozen of them. So there's only a dozen left on it. And everybody else would see, as you are casting this, you feel or hear the crackling of energy. And it actually appears that you see a divine glow, almost in golden light against a reddish glow of infernal energy that cracks, and you see this essence just sort of appear from flowering out from where Cub is standing, and then it just kind of spreads into the other glyphs, going in a arc left and right of him to almost form a circle, but then it stops half of the circle, but half of those glyphs seem to almost actually turn into stone in different directions. They're not red anymore, and now they're gold, pretty much gold light emanating from them. And at that point, you see the energy that's being emanated, and some of that, what looks like little cinders of red start changing color, and it starts floating as a golden light, and the lightning itself, it almost seems to take more of a golden hue instead of a blue hue. So anybody that's currently there would see that. And before we can then continue, we're going to go back over to Mr. Saws. Are you doing anything particular?
That depends. The fangs that he took out, I was intentionally going for the front fangs on each of the heads.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want me to make another roll for it, I'll do it, but he probably tried to take out some venom glands from any of the heads that look like they're in the best shape, and then start casting detect magic around the five-headed snake, and then start heading towards the area Cub's at to do it again.
So for the Glens, roll me a let's go with survival. And then just let me know what you rolled. Oh, gosh. 11. So you try this on maybe 4 of them. You're getting a little bit better at it, but unfortunately, you destroyed the first 4 glens. And you notice that you're trying now to slow down a little bit and be even more precise. But unfortunately, the first 4 do not survive your careful removal. And if you wish to proceed, you can try to roll again, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh, Bob. Okay.
Unless you want to try to get, oh, God.
The exact same roll. 2
Oh,
6s in a row. Plus 5, 11.
Would it be possible for Grom to give him Bardic Inspiration?
I was gonna say, if any, I don't know how discreet are you doing this, because I know everybody else is kind of doing their thing.
Karnak has seen what I'm trying to do, and Grom was staring at me when I was tearing out the fangs, so I don't know if I'm being discreet. I'm just being fixated.
Okay.
Hyper-focused.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll say if Grom, you're seeing this, maybe, is he giving indication that he's getting stressed or frustrated?
After 4 failed attempts? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow Grom to do a bardic inspiration.
I would maybe kind of walk over to you and just put a hand on your shoulder and be like,
You can do it.
give you a little word of inspiration, and then you get a bardic inspiration. The die is a D12.
Wow.
A guidance. You could also add a
I thought that was
D4.
going to be a 1.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
Can I?
Wait, what'd you roll? Or say that again?
I rolled a 6, so it's 17, but someone said guidance. Can I roll that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's a skill check, right? Yeah.
Okay. 19.
So 19. Yes, with that, you are able to successfully remove 4 of the glands. Nice and perfectly intact. So
Saz is gonna put those in his component pouch and then start. He'll look at Grom. He won't say anything, but he'll start casting detect magic towards where Cub is, where all the activity actually is.
When you cast detect magic, you do indeed see that there. Well, obviously the portal itself is magical. The statue itself is also magical. It seems to be, strangely enough, one of the main batteries in a sense that the portal would work through. The glyphs themselves, you can sense the infernal, or see the aura infernal there, and then the aura clashing against Cub's divine aura for more of the opposite energy, almost in a sense, for lighting. Everything else that you would also see is, of course, the glyphs. There are infernal glyphs. There are all magical. They have that infernal aura. No, it's not really anything else except for just infernal that you can detect from them.
You said the statue is acting as a battery, but the statue was here before they did this with the glyphs, right?
Yes. Yeah, that would.
So Cub's not.
Yeah, Saz would probably.
Cub's not
assume
attempting
that.
to destroy that, right?
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Cub's not attempting to destroy that with the glyphs, just the glyphs.
Yeah, just the glyphs. Yeah, because that's the only thing that he would have. Yeah. There's actually no glyphs on the statue itself, but yeah, it's the glyphs around the portal.
Then Saz will look back at the 5-headed snake. You said it's already started to decompose, right?
Yeah, it's bloated and leaking and everything.
Saz will just start firing off fire bolt into it until it actually catches fire.
Okay. So, yeah, the rest of the group will see Saz doing this. It kind of lights up the place a little bit with the glow of fire bolts and little crackling as then a large fire starts pretty much emanating out of the dead large 5-headed creature in the middle of the temple currently. A little bit of a stench there as well. Not quite sure how to pinpoint it. A little bit of nasty undead stench, and also maybe a little bit of barbecue. Who knows? A roasted snake. So while everybody else sees this, let's go to Narzag. Are you doing anything particular? Well, everybody's kind of doing their thing.
Well, after the smell of rot, I would like to cast elementalism. Oh my god, my tongue. And cast beacon of fire. And instead of the rot smell, it's going to smell like barbecue. Good old for changing
Make
the
it-
scent of the rot into barbecue.
Making it smell more like barbecue. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, delicious barbecue.
Not that disgusting rot burn. Just change the fire scent to, something more pleasant.
Okay. So you change the smell, and I guess it turns into an aroma of barbecue that everybody starts smelling. Anything else in particular do you wish to do? You see Drogath kind of just move over to where you are. Seems to be getting more attached to you. He's just kind of sniffing the air now.
You hungry, boy? I wouldn't suggest it.
He just looks over,
Fire
kind of
cleansing.
shakes his head. Like, I ain't eating this.
Good plan. Well, Arzag, just waiting for orders
All right, then
and
in that case,
assist anyone.
we're just gonna jump over to Gromthar then, see what the orders are, and then we'll see what happens to the undead creatures later here in a little bit.
We need to find those scrolls. Tarnik, where are your undead minions? Have they returned yet?
GM?
Well, you know they're down, but they seem to just be. They're not moving anywhere else. They went down, and they just seem to stay down unless you do anything else.
No, I told them to go down and come back up.
Oh, okay, you did? Yeah, so they would come back up.
Yeah.
So they come back up, and they've been probably lingering around.
Yep.
So
do they have any wounds or anything like that on them?
They actually
Like
don't
fresh
have
ones,
any.
like
They don't have any wounds. It seems like they just went down and then went back up. It didn't take them very long either. They just kind of went back. I mean,
Yeah. No. They were basically, I sent them down there as like bait.
yeah,
To-
yeah.
Yeah. So Tarnik would look around and see the two of them at the top of the stairs again and going, well, those two look all right, so I guess it's safe to go down. But first,
That's-
Cub, what did you do here? How did you get these things to change?
Is that I only completed all of them, or did I get all 12 of them, or just
No,
the
just
6?
the 6. You got 12 of them only. So there's 12 more left on the other side, the other half of the portal circle.
So with that, I was like, I asked for my goddess's power and blessing, and I turned it over into her favor instead of the infernal favors.
Oh, okay, I can do that. And he'll turn and face the portal. He'll raise his arms with the glaive,
You have to
overhead.
heal it.
And he'll call out to the sisters and call down a channel divinity
Oh, okay.
on the portal.
For this, I'm going to have him also roll a religion with advantage.
while he does that, I'd like to send Volza down to scout the lower level.
All right. Miss Volsa. Volsa is just kind of looking around at this point, and she will nod. Says, finally something to do. It's just getting boring. Can we go back to the city yet?
Saz would like to go. Saz would like to go with her.
Okay.
19 on that religion.
Okay. So you cast your divinity. I assume you cast it in on the other half of the portal circle there.
Yes.
You see, do the exact same thing as Cubs. It pretty much crackles and brightens up and destroys, and the actual color of the infernal red disappears. Glyphs turn on the stone, and eventually, once all that happens, there's a pure gold light and lightning now that eases into not lightning anymore, but just one large light that's glowing in a circle around the entire area. But weirdly enough, is there that large hole that's going in a ring around the statue, just like the little earth-made stairs of stone and stuff. They're lit up more. You can really see it now, but way further down is still dark. As it seems that the portal itself has now been washed away of all the infernal energy.
Nick looks down at Cub and says, "See, Cub, together, you and me, we can do anything."
Like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with that.
And Volsa will go ahead and she'll go down to this stair over here.
I would like to assist by casting Pass Without a Trace and follow.
Okay. Are you following them, or are you just casting it up here?
I'm casting it and following them.
Okay. Awesome.
Following Saws.
Drogas will actually go with you. And as y'all are disappearing down into those stairs, I will say that now with that, you see Silent. Grom, you'd probably be the first one who sees Silent. She walks out. She doesn't seem to be noticing of anything. She seems normal, but when you see her, you would actually see that she is different. She has eyes that are glowing, a divine energy, almost like the same energy that Cub and Tarnik now have pretty much revealed on the portal. She also has silver hair. Her clothing is somewhat changed as well. It's pure white. And you see that also leaves, strangely enough, linger around her neck. And she looks over at Grom and points down, pretty much down this stairs that where the portal has been fixed. The teleportation portal is fixed. She sort of just points down there. And then she looks over at Grom and just remains pointing down. Depending what Grom does with that and the new look, it's up to him. But
Grom is gonna be like,
Are you okay there, kiddo? You look like you changed clothes or something, and your eyes are glowing. What's going on with you? Something's going on.
And she seems to look confused and furrows her eyebrows and shakes her head a little bit. And then she looks and stares around as if she's completely surprised where she's at. And then she locks eyes with Cub for a second there. And her eyes glow extremely bright as she locks with Cub. And Cub's veins, well, the veins, if anybody's near him, maybe Tarnik, maybe Dave too, is like looking. Grumstar's a little bit near. Any exposed skin, basically. If there's any exposed, be it on the face, any hands or anything, you see the veins that are under that skin begin to glow. And they start to glow in a sickly purplish and greenish light. And
You're all right there, Cub?
as Tarnik asks this, Cub, roll me a Constitution check.
All right. Oh, Constitution check. I'm sorry. Well, 17.
Came through as a Constitution save. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's 17 plus 4 is 21.
21?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
I didn't know if it was Constitution save. If it was, then it'd be 22. But you said Constitution check, so I went with 21.
oh, no, it was going to be a Constitution save, sorry. But yeah, yeah. So either way passed. And so as this happens, the only thing...
Since I'm with Tarnik, I get the plus 4,
I was just
right?
going to say that. If it is a save, then yeah, you'd get +5.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah, you're
I
definitely, you're definitely
I
okay.
got 27 then.
Yeah. So you sense a burning sensation around your body. You feel this extreme sense of loss of yourself. Images of some grove pop up again. Images now that you have in remembrance of. Images of the dream, of spreading disease, of the tree. This tree seems like something you know about. Maybe another tree, maybe another elder tree somewhere else in the lands where the orcs live. You remember the circle of the, pretty much the dreams, moving around and talking to you and being friends with you, but then you see this image of the circle of dreams, the people in them, all of them, suddenly dying as the seed of this dream that you were trying to create was cursed. And you see them pretty much just their skin melting off, their eyes pretty much bubbling out, exploding in some senses, and others pretty much just falling and twitching to death as blood and pools of their inner liquids of their body started just kind of vomiting out of their mouths. And eventually the tree itself starts getting this disease that you somehow dreamed into creation. And then so while this is happening, y'all see Cub glowing. Suddenly you see Silent start screaming, and she screams really loudly. You can hear it piercing into Grom's ears. As everybody else is going downstairs, and Volsa is like, what the fuck? And then, 1 second.
So just to clarify, Cub is the only one who seems to be being affected by this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Grom is pretty sure he knows what's going on.
Oh, wow. So that's... Jeez. Okay, that's a 17... what's your armor class, Cub?
2.
I think it's ridiculously high, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty high, isn't it, Cub?
That's because of the Staff of Defense, the Cloak of Protection, and then, of course, since I'm farther as Latia, should give me +2.
Oh, so what was it?
Because it goes with my armor or my dex and everything else is the base, and then with my Staff of Protection, Staff of Defense, the armor or Cloak of Protection, and of course my goddess's my goddess's blessing, that puts it at where it's at 22.
Okay. So at 22, you see these rays of pure radiant energy shoot out from Silent and aim at Cub. Unfortunately, Silent is screaming and kind of like all over the place and kind of moving back, and she doesn't even notice that Grom is there, but she like steps back into Grom. And you feel this energy, warmth energy, but it's not hurting Grom, but it's very warm. And Cub and Tarnik, Dave, anybody else in Grom's are there nearby, you pretty much just see a radiant energy shoot out and just lingers all the way out, and it hits the back of the wall of the temple. It completely disintegrating the wall behind at about 20 feet of disintegrated wall behind y'all. And so at this point, I'm going to have Cub. I'm going to have you now. Your constitution is pretty good. So the only other thing that you're going to roll now is you keep seeing this dream. You probably didn't even notice that Silent shot anything at you. And I need just a wisdom save now. Okay. So you feel some sort of darkness. So you feel some sort of like a darkness, an evil sense again, trying to pierce into your brain. And you felt it before, but now you've become much more adept at weaving it off, basically. And when this thing starts trying to become alive inside of you, you're able to push back against it. But at that, you had the sense that you wanted to try to attack Tarnik. You wanted to try to attack Gromthar. But now, because of all the conversations, now you're noticing that, you know, after all the traveling you've been with, you're able to push back against it. And at that point, Silent passes out on Grom, depending if Grom just lets her fall to the ground or not. It's up to him. But Cub, you gain your senses, and then you're back in the temple. You see everybody. Volsa actually stopped for a little bit, like when she said, like, "What the fuck was that?" And as the wall is completely disintegrated, everybody sees the wall disintegrated to the where y'all entered, basically. And we're gonna do a quick end right here, but before we do that, does anybody do anything before we pause the game here?
I'll kind of like, since she falls, I'll kind of like rush over to her, and I'll start trying to perform like a medicine check to.
As she's approaching, or as Cub is approaching, Cub, as you're running up toward her, Grom's right there. You would see suddenly Grom raise his crossbow at you, and he would be like,
"Hold it right there."
And then we'll stop there. Cub, you're going to do that. Grom was about to do that.
I would like to stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for
With
it.
a plus 10.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll for stealth. And does anybody else do
37.
anything? As seems that Narzag for where Seth and or Saz and Volsa are seems to be trying to linger more in the shadows and disappear in there. Anything else anybody else is doing?
No.
Dave is actually just going to take a step back and be like walking over to Grom like fast. If nothing else is going on, then we shall go ahead and pause right there. And I should be back home next weekend. And
Nice.
playing back at the office. And we'll shall see what Saz and Volsa and see what Narzak does in his stealth find in the bottom. We shall see what the heck is going on with Silent and what happened to Cub. And how this plays out with Grom and his dangerous crossbow there. But alrighty, thanks everybody for playing tonight. Had a little bit more of exploration on trying to figure out what's going on, but maybe next week we figure out what it is that's going on in this temple. What happens when the portal is completely cleansed now, and what the Volsa and everybody else finds in the bottom is following her down. We're gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Stop recording. Stop streaming.